It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Woods Brewery, and this is their Take 5 IPA, coming in at 5.2% ABV, describing itself as floral, citrus, India Pale Ale. 500ml bottle, green bottle cap. I've enjoyed the beers that I've received from Woods Brewery. This would be the last one. Little bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. Two finger, ever so slightly off-white head. Clear amber coloured beer, slow moving carbonation. There you go, there's a look at the beer. This stout was very good. The Shropshire Lad I enjoyed, the Shropshire Lass I enjoyed. And we had a special bitter. We had an ESB style beer from them. That was really good. That was really, really good. And surprisingly for me, I've left the hoppy beer till last. But there we go, there we go. That's how life rolls sometimes, I think. Let's get the aroma. Like, I mean, if we're talking technical, if you're wondering what I was just talking about, really speaking, I should have left the ESB and the stout till last. I should have drunk this hoppy beer first, and then after the hoppy beer, done the Shropshire Lad and Shropshire Lass, if I was to do it in the correct order. But nothing ever works out like that at Real Ale Craft Beer HQ. We're still really busy with the amount of beer we got in the kitchens and fridges and stuff, so we're still getting round to beer. But it's still fresh. I'm not standing here saying I'm reviewing stale beer. It's not like that at all. I'm still really able to manage what comes through the door. Aroma. A really zingy and zesty aroma to this one. Lemon and grapefruit. If I was to take a guess, it's probably full of Cascade. If I was to take a guess at the hops, it's full of Cascade. God, it took me all the way back. As I was getting that aroma then, it took me all the way back to a beer that I had from Saltaire Brewery years ago. It used to be one of my favourite beers. Saltaire's Cascade. I wonder if they still make that beer, Saltaire Brewery, up there in Yorkshire. Saltaire's Cascade, I love that beer. But this took me right back to that beer all the way, 10 years ago. Funny what beer does in the aroma of a beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Ooh, yeah, very zesty. Oh, loads of lemon and lime flavours coming through. Pithy blood orange. Ooh, that is nice. That is nice. Wow. It's really drinkable as well. Really drinkable, really refreshing. Oh, wow. We live in a beer world these days where, I'm sorry, but even myself, I'm marketed to by these beer companies. I get sent like a flashy can of something and I'm like, ooh, I've got to get that done straight away. And this is the reason why beers like this perhaps sit on the back burner a little bit, is because I'm, you know, like probably everybody else in the world, and I'm guilty of it too, is that I'm a little bit like a magpie. You know, something shiny comes through, like a shiny new can of something that everybody's talking about. Bang, it's on the channel straight away. And I'm guilty as charged of that. I'm standing here drinking this Woods Take 5, and it's really refreshing, really hoppy. Lemon and lime flavours coming through. There's a little bit of orange peel. And I'm thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? Why did I go down that road of jumping on the next shiny can? And I suppose part of that is the fact that certain videos do better than other videos, and I suppose that's a factor as well. It's like, I've got to get it out because it's going to get viewed really, really well. And sometimes I wish I could step back from all of that and just put the beers in a line and go, right, this is today, this is tomorrow, and just get them reviewed that way. As a YouTuber, it's a bit like a tech YouTuber missing out on the latest Apple iPhone, or missing out on the latest Mac, or you know, something that people are 100% kind of like all over. They're really, really excited for. And it's something which I do my very best on the channel to kind of mediate, to try and like balance. And this is the last beer from Woods Brewery, and I tell you, the whole range of their beers have been terrific. And not every beer needs to be in a can. It doesn't all need to be in a can. There's a place, there's definitely a place in the market for a good hoppy beer in a bottle. Nice biscuit malt running through it, slightly sweet, balanced off with a bitterness on the back end. A nice bitterness as well. It's like West Coast. This is like, you know, this is this is for me West Coast IPA. And quite frankly, it's brilliant. This is brilliant. Take a chance on this. Order some from Woods Brewery. Go on their website. Order this. You will not be disappointed. If you want a West Coast style IPA, you know, the IPAs of old, if you like, where they had a rampage in bitterness from, you know, the California area of America, then you know, it's probably, and I mean on their website, it's probably really reasonable as well. It's probably a really reasonable price bottle. It's not going to be like extortionate type prices. Give it a go. It's well worth it. I'm going to rate it. The fact that I've had this beer for a few months, and the fact that it's still really hoppy and really bitter, really says something about this beer. It really does. I like it enough to give it a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. If I drank this fresh as a daisy when it arrived, I mean, look at the hops. Target, Amarillo, Centennial, Cascade, Citra. It's got all of the hops in that you would expect from like one of those shiny cans. They probably cost an awful lot more money. Take 5. That is probably one of the most surprising beers that I've had this year. And it shouldn't really have surprised me because the other beers from Woods have been superb. 9 out of 10. Check it out. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.